Okay, this is Ralph back again on my morning walk, and today I'd kind of like to talk about the 80-20 rule and how that applies when it comes to team building in any organization, but in this case, the Power Lead System, or PLS. And the way that people generally tend to think, when it comes to team building, is they like to keep their numbers low. They like to think in terms of, if I go out and I get two really good people, and they go out and they get two people, and they get two people, and they get two people, that we're all going to get rich within the next 30 to 90 days. And the problem is, it doesn't work that way. In network marketing, in business, in any kind of human endeavor, I've seen this at play in business. I've seen this at play in retail, in light industrial settings, in church settings, in ministerial settings. There is something called the 80-20 rule. And that is where 80% of the work in any given organization is generally done by 20% of the people. And of the 20%ers, they don't all operate at the same level. Some will be average achievers, some will be above average achievers, and some will be super achievers. But when you're out recruiting people, you can't really tell right off the bat unless you're really, really good. If this is going to be an 80%er that's just going to want to not do a whole lot of work, just get a paycheck and that's about it. Or that's going to be like a 20%er that will be willing to do some work in exchange for some rewards, whatever that may be. May not necessarily be monetary rewards, but with the Power Lead System, it is a business, so we're thinking in terms of monetary rewards. And, which people are going to be the 10%ers, the 5%ers, the really 2% super affiliates. You can't really tell. You have to keep in mind and accept that this whole team building enterprise, it's going to be a numbers game. And in order to succeed at it, you have to set your numbers high enough. Instead of thinking all I have to do is go out there and get two really good people, you have to think in terms of, I need to go out there today and if possible get 10 people, which is kind of a big number actually. I'm not at that point yet. If I get 10 no's, I kind of feel like I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, if you get like 2 or 3 people a day or one person a day, that's a pretty good rate to be aiming for. And if you don't even get one person a day, if you get maybe one maybe a day, that's a good number too. But set your numbers high enough. Know that if you want to get the people who are in the 20%, the 20%ers that will be willing to do about 80% of the work in any organization, you're going to have to go through probably about 100 people to find just a few 20%ers. And just accept that in your mind and just get that idea out of your mind that, all I have to do is just find a handful of really good people. Because, yeah, in a sense, that's true. If you can find just a handful of really good people, then, yeah, you can make it. But in order to find that handful of really good people, you're going to have to be able to talk to a lot of people. You're going to have to go through a lot of, like, say, maybe 100 people that say yes. And in order to find, 100 people are going to say yes, you're going to have to talk to maybe 1,000 people. So set your numbers high. It's a numbers game, and it's more difficult than a lot of the videos out there on YouTube make it seem, but it's not impossible either. And you get right down to it, it's not actually that difficult. You just have to get used to people telling you no. You just have to get used to the idea that not everybody that you bring onto your team is going to be a super achiever. You're going to get, 80% of your people that just want to hang out. Pay their money and say, okay, when do I get rich? But they don't want to actually do any work. They want to get paid, but they don't want to have to work for it. And if you get like a situation going where 80% of your team is just seems like they're dead weight, welcome. You've met the average. You're right up there with the big guys. So you're right up there with the big boys and girls, because even the biggest, most high power network marketers that I listen to, they all say that this rule applies. And that, yeah, if 80% of your sales team sucks or just doesn't do much of anything, don't worry about it. It's not you. It's not anything you're doing wrong. All you have to do is just accept that that's the way it is. That's the way human nature tends to operate. And run with it. Go with it. Keep right on running. Keep right on going till you get enough of those 20%ers in your organization that, things are going to be working out for you. But another trap to watch out for is the trap where you think that if once you get your team built, that you can just slack off, that your work is over. No, people will join your team and people will quit your team. Even your best people will quit for one reason or another. They may want to move on to the next challenge. They may get bored with the marketing team. They might want to do something new. They may want to, go out and build huts in Cambodia, do some missionary work, but, even your good people will quit. So the thing to remember is if you want to keep growing, you have to keep advancing, and there's no such thing as standing still. If you're standing still, you're losing ground. You want to keep focused on building your team, even when you get like 100 people, 200 people, 1,000 people. Keep in the back of your mind, or in the forefront of your mind, that you're going to lose some good people over time. And so, yeah, always keep recruiting. Always keep bringing in some new blood, new life into any organization. Because, yeah, people will come, people will go, and you're going to lose even your best people. That's just the way it goes. So when you're building your team, keep in mind that 80-20 rule. And if you get to a situation where you think that, 80% of your people are just slacking off, don't try to ride them like a taskmaster, or be the big boss and try to make them produce. I don't think you'll be able to make them produce. You can make them quit, but you won't be able to make them produce. Just accept that that's the way human nature operates, and just accept that the 80%ers are going to be there in any kind of team that you build. And also keep in mind that your 20%ers, they're the people that you want to reward. They're the people that you want to compliment. Make sure that they're getting more than just the compensation plan money that they're entitled to, which they will with the Power Lead system. It's all paid out automatically. But let them know that you appreciate them. Let them know that they're doing a great job. Let them know that you like having them on your team. And, that'll help move things along too. But yeah, don't freak out when you've run across those 80%ers. And sometimes it seems like your entire team may be built up of 80%ers. But just keep your numbers high, keep moving forward, and keep moving on. It's not as easy as they make it sound, but it's not impossible. And really, it's not that difficult either. Just give yourself enough time and keep moving forward each and every day, and you'll make it. Now, if you want to check out the compensation plan of the Power Lead system, I'm going to put that video link down below in the description of this video. And I'll also include a video link for how to join the Power Lead system, of course. And I am an affiliate of the Power Lead system. If people join and they pay their money and they become productive, I benefit from it. And so can you as an affiliate if you join and you work it with the right attitude. So this is Ralph signing off. We'll catch you later. And just keep right on going, people. Leave you with a look at the river down below there.